Okay, you're probably thinking of working out your abs, or you've been working out your abs for a while but you haven't been seeing no progress. So in this video I'm gonna be walking you through the 6 exercises that I usually do in order for me to work out and sculpt my abs. And mind you, for this video I did not work out my abs for 7 days, bro. 7 days, just to show you how effective this workout is and how powerful it's gonna be if you implement it into your routine when you work out. And these exercises are so easy, whether you're a beginner or you're an advanced trainer. Trust me, if you implement these 6 exercises daily into your routine, you're gonna be seeing progress and results fast. So what I like to start with is like the crunch. What I do is like start with my upper section. That's what I usually like to do. If you don't know, your abs have 3 sections, as I like to group them. You have the upper section, you have the middle section, and you have the lower section. So the crunches mainly focus on the upper section, and I'm gonna be playing a video showing you how I do it and demonstrating it step by step. Okay guys, so now I'm doing the crunches. So what you want to do when you're hitting the crunches, you want to make sure that your lower back stays on the floor and it does not move when you're doing your crunches. So you're going to move your upper body slowly, making sure that the abs are engaged and you construct them. When you squeeze, make sure you construct your abs at the top. Make sure your abs are engaged and the intensity is focused on your abs and nothing else. Okay guys, a quick tip when doing the crunches is that you want to contract your abs when you reach to the top, right? And you make sure like you move slowly so that you can add more intensity on your abs. Make sure you move your upper body and your back stays on the floor. Never move it, so that the intensity can be more on your abs. If you don't feel your abs bending, it means you're not doing it right. So you gotta mainly focus on your abs. So what I like to do for this exercise is that I like to do 12 repetitions for 3 sets, right? So sometimes I usually do it to failure, where I like freestyle it and don't count until I feel my abs bending. You will decide if you are an advanced trainer or a beginner. So for the beginners, I advise you go slowly and progress over time. So don't rush the process. Make sure you enjoy it. Don't rush it. Okay, so this next exercise is touch to the heels. Touch to the heels is similar to the crunches as it targets your upper section. So what I like to do for touch to the heels is that you have to take it slowly and add more intensity on your abs, just like the crunches. You want to hit like the upper section, so you have to focus on the upper section. Make sure you contract your abs on the upper section, right? You want to feel it bending on the upper section. So take it slowly and be steady with it. Don't rush it, or else you're losing the gains. Make sure you feel your abs when you're doing the exercise. That's how you know you're doing it right. Okay guys, now I'm hitting touch to the heels. As you can see, like I'm not usually touching my heels, and that's for a reason. So the distance between your feet and your butts plays a crucial role when you're doing touch to the heels. And the further the distance is between your legs and your butt is, the more difficult it's gonna get. So for me, I like to make it more difficult for myself, since I feel like the intensity and the pressure is more when I do it like that. So if you want to make it easier, you can just reduce the distance between your feet and your butt. Okay, for touch to the heels, I also like to do 12 repetitions for 3 sets. As I advise, take it slow and make sure you feel your abs being contracted. Make sure you add intensity on your abs and nowhere. Okay, moving on to the next exercise, the reverse crunches. Now, reverse crunches, unlike the crunches, they work on your lower section and your middle section. So what I like to do with like the crunches, I like to do them slowly and add the intensity just like the other exercises, but this one require more control. You gotta control them and make sure like you feel your middle section and your lower section bending. But mostly what I notice is that the reverse crunches, they kind of like work all sections of your abs, but mostly they focus on the lower and the middle. So you want to make sure you contract your abs when you reach to the top. When you reach to the top, make sure you contract your abs with a controlled motion so that you can feel the intensity on your abs. Okay guys, now you can see I'm doing the reverse crunches. So for the reverse crunches, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your lower back stays on the floor and it does not move other than your legs and your upper body, making sure that the abs are engaged when you squeeze to the top. Okay, for the reverse crunches, I like to do it more different. I like to do 20 repetitions also for 3 sets, right? Make sure you do it 20 times, 3 times, bro. And mostly what I like to do again is like freestyle it, just like I do with all my exercises. Freestyle it, do not count until I feel my abs burning, and that's when I stop. So if you're trying to get advanced, you can do that too. But as a beginner, I recommend you take it slowly as I suggested. And moving on to the next exercise, we have the sit-ups. The sit-ups, just like the reverse crunches, they mainly focus on the lower section and the middle section. So what I like to do is that, as you will see on the video, I didn't have an object or something that will support me, right? So I decided to come with the dumbbell and use it to support my weight. So what I like to do eventually is like lift myself and make sure like my abs are affected. I'm pulling myself and make sure the tension is focused on my abs, right? Don't move yourself like, I don't know, what can I make an example with? Don't move yourself like this, just like this, right? Just like a door slamming up and down, up and down, up and down. No, you want to make sure you move slowly and controlled with a controlled motion. Move with intention and make sure you feel the intensity on your abs. Take it slow, man, right? Take it slow. Alright guys, as you can see right now, I'm doing the sit-ups. So the reason I bought a dumbbell to support me is because I kind of find it hard and to be cheating my movement when I do it without a dumbbell or any object supporting me when I'm going up. So one thing about the sit-ups, what you want to do is you want to squeeze when you get to the top and make sure your abs are engaged. Don't just move without your abs being engaged. Make sure your abs do like 60% or even 70% of lifting you up from the floor to the top. Okay, for the sit-ups too, I also like to do 20 repetitions for 3 sets. And since now we worked out the upper section, the middle section and the lower section, what I usually like to do is that I like to work out my obliques in order to give that physique a finished touch, right? So what I like to do in order for me to give my physique that final touch, I like to include Russian twist. So usually Russian twist helps me create and build my obliques. That's the only exercise that I've used up to so far, and it has helped me a lot with my obliques. So if you're not doing Russian twist, I suggest you implement it right now. Usually what I like to do with the Russian twist is I like to freestyle it. Mostly I like to freestyle it. I don't count for Russian twist, right? I do it until failure, until I feel my abs and the obliques burning. Okay guys, right now I'm doing the Russian twist. For the Russian twist, I suggest you use a dumbbell, bro. Or it doesn't matter if you don't have a dumbbell. But what you want to do for the Russian twist is you want to lift your feet. Make sure your feet are on the air and they don't touch the ground. Okay, so what you can do if you can't sustain the position of getting your feet off the ground is you can cross your legs, and that will make it easy for you to sustain the position of getting your feet on the air. Okay, as you have seen with the Russian twist, right? What I like to do is I like to use a dumbbell just to add that little pressure and intensity to my abs. You can do it without a dumbbell if you don't have any dumbbells, but if you have a dumbbell, I recommend and suggest that you do it with your dumbbells. So since we're done with like working out the upper section, the middle section, and also the lower section, also including the obliques, what I like to do is I like to add a stretch to my abdominals, and the best stretch I usually recommend is the cobra stretch. If you don't stretch your abs, you're gonna have increased back pains, bro, and it's gonna limit your flexibility. So I suggest stretch your abs after working out your abs. Okay guys, right now what I'm doing is the cobra stretch. Now the cobra stretch helps with stretching your abdominals and also making sure that you have decreased back pains. Now if you don't do the cobra stretch, you're gonna have risk of injuries as your abdominal is gonna be too tight. And when you're doing your cobra stretch, make sure you breathe in naturally and stretch to the top, while your feet, you put the pressure on them to the floor. Pull your body upwards and make sure you stretch as best as you can to make sure you get the intensity onto your abs. Here you have it, guys. Those are my exercises for hitting my abs from the upper section, the middle section, and the lower section, and also including my obliques, bro. So if you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments below, and I will be happy to deliver these videos to you guys, as that makes me happy and also doing the thing that I love most, bro. Mine's a coping and ain't even done yet, bro. After doing this video, I'm gonna be hitting more exercises so that I can get the intensity on my abs. So thank you guys for watching this video up to so far. I will appreciate y'all, man. Stay hot. So here you have it, guys. Those are my exercises, and like, mind you, I skipped 7 days without training my abs just to show you how effective this workout is. I just worked out my abs today and just check how they popping, bro. Just check how they popping. And if I think I can do it without working my abs for 7 days, I think you can do it too, bro. And mind you, I've been eating like crazy, but I still managed to get the pound from this workouts. So please try and implement these exercises into your routine, bro, and I promise you're gonna get crazy results. Do it daily, be consistent, show up even if you don't feel like doing it, and I promise you're gonna get the results like crazy, man. So thank you guys. Let's get this physique, man. Let's go.